Yes, train number 11 is on its way. Okay. Lovely. Some coal delivered. And it seems we still have a little bit too much iron. We might be producing more iron than coal with the route, so we might have it slightly off. Oh, wait. We have a slight problem. I still haven't set the line up to where we don't have a problem with train traffic here. Specifically, we need to protect the line here. No wonder we're not quite shipping the way we want to. We want to put a signal there for that. And we're going to need to put in a siding probably. So we'll put the siding in here. And we'll just have it where... future-proof just a bit. Yeah, that siding will do nicely. And we'll link it up here to the main line here. Okay, why is construction not possible? Well, it's fine on this end, so we'll put this one in first. And let's get that to a 50-kilometer section. Nice, 50 on both. We like to see 50 on both. And now we can place. How odd. All right, there we go. And we just need to add some signals. So probably the best way to do this is to just have one as the dedicated route, like so. So we'll put one-way signals in here. We'll put one there. And we'll put one here. And now we can resume operations just fine. Both trains can occupy the same stretch of track there because we've got nice block sections. Okay, we are at Reno, and, well, we now have more passengers waiting than the train will actually be able to take. We're leaving 2 people behind. And she does not look happy about that. Hopefully we get her on the next train, but we are starting to approach the point where we might have to consider... Oh, good grief! How many people are waiting here? 38 already? This is advantageous and concerning. We may have to add another passenger car on. Since passengers are having to wait now, we can do a little something, I think, to make the experience more enjoyable for them. Currently, it's not very pleasant, I'd say. So here's what we can do. We can add some of these platforms here, you know, make it easier for them to get across. And let's do that here and here. And since they're having to wait in the hot sun, let's also give them some nice shade. After all, we are making them wait here. So let's make it a little bit of a pleasant experience here and make this a proper station. There we go. Isn't that better? They all look so much happier now, I think. Look at those smiling faces. And look, their train has now arrived. And it looks like it could use a bit of a power wash job. I think it's time to start looking at connecting up here with the steel mill. I think the steel mill is almost ready to begin what we need to do. We need to get the production higher, which means we need to get this really going here. So more trains maybe, get 2 iron ore trains and then expand the coal train. That would be a probably wise thing to do. But I think it's time to double track. So we're going to do that. Let's pause it because I don't want to have any accidents here as a result of disconnecting stuff. So yeah, we can actually have this go all the way here. Because we've got plenty of money right now. We can pretty much do what we want to do, but we now just got to get this steel mill where it will do what we want it to do. Okay. So we'll keep our signals in. And we want to go all the way. Yep, that's correct. Through there. So we're going to take our track here. Stretch it to here. I think we can terminate at that point there for now. And we want to get that there. Who knows how long this will be single track as well once we get more trains going. In fact, since I'm planning on adding 2 iron ore trains, we might have to double track it the entire way, especially since this is the long, slow bit right in here. In fact, it's probably in our best interests to add another track and platform here, just so it's available as overflow for when we have 2 trains running. And most of this is fine, but it's specifically this section here that we're gonna have to be careful with the double tracking. In fact, let's do so now. Let's just double track the whole thing. It's going to increase our operating expenses a bit. But I think it's better to just get it out of the way here so that we can just expand and expand and expand. Which we haven't been doing a lot of expanding in terms of the existing infrastructure yet. It's mostly been unlocking more and more opportunities. And we'll connect that up like so. And that up like so. Okay, so the double track is in. All the issues have been cleared up. We do, at present, have not all the signaling done, or specifically some signaling is purposely left not quite correct because, well, train 10 is on the wrong side of the tracks right now. Uh-oh, Glendale Farm. Is that important? I have no idea if that's part of the plan or not. Oh dear, Glendale Farm. It was part of the long-term plan. We have 8 million. I think we can afford to, let's just actually go normal speed here. Yeah, let's get Glendale Farm shipping some food to Glendale Food Processing Plant. We can easily do that. That's a very easy addition here to our network, and it prepares us well for the future. Right, we need a new line. So we're going to tell it to go to the Glendale there and Upper Glendale there. Sure. We're going to have to rename that. All right, and so the train is pulling out. So let's, yeah, Glendale Food Processing. We'll just call it Glendale Food. And this is Glendale Farm. And so we'll make some money doing that, and eventually, as I said, we can connect to Grand Prairie here, shipping some goods. I have no idea how we're going to do that, because Grand Prairie is, well, this is a mess. I mean, this looks like something Picasso would have done. Lexington oil well closing. Oh dear, dear, dear. Well, this isn't good. I mean, we can stand to lose one of the oil wells, I guess. Part of the problem is all of the oil stuff is just very poorly located. For our purposes, there's no refiner. Well, actually, no, there is a refinery. I guess we're going to have to start working in the Glendale area here. That will probably be coming up very soon. But we still haven't even connected Lexington with Reno and the rest yet. Palm Bay now demands goods. Oh no. Oh no, they also want fuel. Oh dear. things have just gotten more complicated. It's a good thing we're planning on getting the Glendale area going here, because Palm Bay is just growing out of control here. And Reno's demanding food. Ooh boy. Yes, this is going to be quite interesting. Okay, we have now added a second iron ore train to the line, and we have also added a 3 more cars onto the coal train. So we should now be doubling production. And if it's balanced correctly, things are going to be going very nicely here. I can also delete this section here now since it's no longer needed. I believe it is now time to finally connect the steel mill with the machine factory. So to do this though, we have to set up our pass route. And as I said, I don't think, well, it's not like we're exactly doing narrow gauge railroading here. So that's both a downside and a plus side. Now the downside is that because it's not narrow gauge railroading, we're not going to be building some kind of crazy curvature through here. That's just not going to happen. The upside is that means we can pretty much we can do a tunnel, and tunnels weren't very common on narrow gauge railroads. So because we're not a narrow gauge railroad, we can do a tunnel. I mean, it's not a hard rule or anything, but it wasn't the most common thing. And while we're at it, we should think about putting in our station here for Lexington. And that's going to be an interesting, how do we want to do that? Ideally, see, the problem is Lexington is, Houston to Lexington, I think that travel is going to only occur once planes are available, because train-wise, I don't think that's going to be realistic for a little while here. So I think what we're best off doing here is placing a station just like we did with Reno. I mean, that gives us pretty much maximum city coverage right there. We've pretty much got everything. So I'd say we're going to build it right about there. And let's get it lined up just the way we want it. Oh, and this is one of those nice upgraded buildings. You know they're not going to like having a train station here. Noise pollution and all. But at the same time, where else do you expect me to build it? I mean, you've got me cornered in a mountain here. However, there is another thing we could do. If we put in a nice public transportation system, there's no reason why goods and people can't be shipped in a more convenient fashion. So we could technically locate this all the way down here if we want to. And maybe that's what we'll do. Yes, it's not like we don't have the money to do it. At this point, we can pretty much afford to do whatever we want. So let's do this nicely. I'm thinking station goes here. Yeah, terrain looks decent for that. And we will build, we need road here. I'll take it, that's pretty good. Okay, so next, oh look, they're even helping build. Yes, that's what we want to see. But we don't want them building too close to the mountain. I mean, this is new industry founded, Hampton Oil Well number 2. Oh dear. So we're actually going to want to probably start with a passenger here. I like to keep the passenger up close. So we'll place a passenger station about here. And then we'll add on to it. So we'll go into the configure. I don't think I gave myself enough room though. We want a cargo building. And for now we'll just do a small, yeah, I didn't provide enough room for the cargo building. That is unfortunate, but not surprising. So what we'll do is we'll tear out most of what we place. By most, I mean pretty much the entire structure. Okay, that's a pretty good sized station we've got there now. That's going to be good for a while. All right, so now we're just going to have to figure out the really difficult part, linking it all together. Okay, so we should probably, if we're going to link up the steel mill, we need to first have a platform here. Actually, we don't want it on this side. We want it on this side because that's going to be difficult for getting our planks otherwise. So we're going to do this. And one thing to consider is that we probably do not have strong enough steel production to really pull this off. An unfortunate reality of the situation. In fact, we can probably... I'm just going to delete that for now. Okay, so we now have Lexington Central, yes, that's what we want it to be called, hooked up to the main line. We've got a beautiful tunnel here. It goes through, and we're connected up to Reno Machines Factory, and of course the rest of the line. No signal is in yet, but that's fine. Next, we just got to connect up with the machine factory here with a nice, beautiful line. And, the best way to do that is probably to just continue what we were doing here. Although it seems to be coming in pretty sharp there. I think I want to just, start over there. But our profits are just exploding. Every time I check it, I'm just very pleased with what I see. Actually, there's nothing wrong. Yes, that might be the better way of doing this. Okay, everything is hooked up. We now can transport steel all the way over, and we can start transporting passengers as well. Of course, we're going to have to build up some support here for passenger service. Not bad for 1874's work here. Didn't cost us too much. I mean, look at our profits. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, how much money did we spend there for that? Investments, 558, 200. We actually didn't spend as much money as I thought. But still, look at the money. It's just rolling in. That's what we want to see. All right, so we will buy a nice, brand new, shiny Baldwin Class 56. And since we're transporting steel, we need the steak, hot car of steaks. Let's get 8. 2 million, that's nothing. And we're going to need a new line. So you're going to be going from Lexington Steel Mill all the way to Reno Annex. Yeah, we need to rename that. Unfortunately, it looks like we're still a little out of balance here. We could use more coal. So one thing we can do is we can wait for you to get clear there. Oh. We really need to fix this. Because this isn't working. How do we want to do that? Oh, this depot needs to move. That looks good. Again, this may not be the prettiest thing in the world, but the important thing is that this is going to work. Yep, that'll work. And then we'll just add a one-way one here. So what we want to do is we want to turn this train around. And we'll do it at this speed here. Alright, we're starting to get some steel there. Which means, where is that train? Train 14, that is a very long ways you're going to be having to go. I think we can agree it's in everyone's best interest if you come back and at least pick up some steel. So we're going to want to modify the train, and we're going to add 2 more cars. Can it really support all that? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, for what it's doing. Oh, gotta reassign it to the line. There you go. Okay. So there's one more major thing we have to do here in order for the steel mill to actually, or I should say the machines factory to actually be producing. We need to modify this route further. And now we have a full loop there. So what we're gonna want to do is gonna want a one-way signal this bit here. We're gonna ignore the error because we're going to give it a new stop here in a moment. Excellent. Now the major flaw in all this is we're going to need to get a lot of steel going there. We're going to need more steel trains than we have wood trains. And they're going to be some pretty beefy long boys as well, I think.